Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I am Pretty Papercrafts 67. How is everyone today? I hope that you are all well. Today I'm going to do a little craft with me show and tell video with products from Globleland. I did an unboxing video a couple of videos ago, which I'll link down the bottom, just to show you the products that I did receive. But today I'm going to be working with the vintage postcard stamp set and two of the die cut sets. This is the grid theme I think it's called, die cut set. And also I'm going to use just the film strip from the specimen slide kit die cut set. So I find the die cuts to be quite good quality. I will say that I did have some problems in especially with this one, in getting all the little cutouts out. They're sort of quite solid in, but I might suggest that that's more my equipment rather than the die, because in other cutouts it works really well. So I have gone ahead and cut my die cuts. These are the 3 film strip, the larger one that I've cut, and I've just popped a bit of acetate behind them. So I love the way they've turned out. They're a nice size. And then I just cut from the backgrounds, or the grid ones, the grid die cuts, just all the shapes. I've cut them out. And I wanted these purposefully for including in my layers when I'm doing collage. So that's what we're going to sort of do today, is a bit of collage, make some clusters kind of thing. And I'm going to decorate these tags that I've just got a whole bunch of tags that I've decorated backgrounds on. So when I want to do a project, they're all ready to go. So that's pretty much what we're going to do today. I've got a collection of just scrap papers. I've got some music paper, coffee dye, some book page, yeah, some sort of thicker cardboard, and yeah, I'm just going to sort of fiddle and put them all together, and then we'll see where we go. So I'll just put that back there for now. All right, so I guess the first step we need to do, grab our tags and sort of just see for height what we kind of want to do. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going to sort of use a whole bunch of bits and pieces just to make sort of some clusters. No particular way, just putting them all together kind of thing. And I just want to use a few different styles of paper, so we'll just spend a bit of time just doing that. Yes, a lot of the background will be covered up, but I don't think that matters because it's there. So I'm just going to rip some paper and kind of stick it all together, sort of thing like that. Now, Globleland have supplied me with a coupon code or a discount code, and I will link that down below in the description box. It's good for 10% off your order over at Globleland. And I will also link down below all the different products that I'm using in today's projects. So have a look down below if you're interested in shopping over at Globleland. So yeah, just sort of this sort of thing, just building up a few different layers of different paper styles, and very easy stuff to do. And I want a bit more music paper on that one. Just kind of sort of like that. This one's looking a bit empty. I might use a bit of this stronger cardboard. Well, it's not card, I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit heavier weight than paper. Put that one in there. Oh, like that. That one there like that, and a bit of music paper over the top. All right, so let's just say we're happy with that. And then what I want to do, I want to use the die cuts, and I want to sort of build up my layers. So I want to pop these sort of die cuts in between. Just that sort of thing. It just gives it some texture. That kind of thing. Please excuse my voice. I'm still getting over that flu that I had. And yeah, I've got a few ideas, so I'm just kind of laying out some product. Now I want to put, just to break up that colour, I cut them in a lot of neutral tones because that's what I work with a lot. And I just sort of thought something like that on that one. But I might actually, I'll pop these in behind a little bit. And I'm just going to angle them a bit just for that interest. Just something like that. And then on this one here, I like this black one, but I also want to include some of this film strip. So I'm just going to sort of lay a bit of film strip across that one there. Poke this one out a bit further. And then on the little one, I'm going to cut this down. I'm just going to cut it through the middle there. And I'm just going to cut the edge off. I just don't want that solid edge on this one. And we can pop that sort of right there. And then maybe we can use another oval on that one like that. I might again cut this one down the middle. That one looks a bit barbed wiry. Just something like that. And I might even add a bit of cheesecloth in amongst these because I love that sort of look of a bit of fibre in there. I might sort of put that there. Oops, sticking to my finger. Just to give us that element of fibre in there. Another little piece here. Actually, I might tuck that one in behind, like that. I really want to be able to see it. I don't want it sort of hidden. A bit of fibre, a bit more of that, and then maybe that one over the top. So I've got some Tim Holtz paper dolls that I want to use. I've got a couple here. Now this one here, I wanted to kind of use that as a bit of a background on his head, but I've also got, I just don't want to cover it up, but I've got a clock face that could look quite cool, maybe in behind it. Clock face, or I've got, that one might be better. That's a Tim Holtz die cut, just to, again, break it up, but lift it out a bit. And then maybe put him sort of in the center like that. Push that whole lot up a bit. And then I've got this little guy here that I love. And I'm just going to stick him down on the smaller piece. And then I've got these three gentlemen. And I don't know, it's sort of just playing really. There is no particular reason why I'm doing this. But yeah, I just like that. So I think we might keep it sort of at that, and I might, that's kind of a bit lost, but it's there. Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll just tidy up a bit here. I'm just going to, I don't even know if I'm going to ink, to be honest. I'll take away my men. And I'm just going to use a stapler to save me having to glue. I'm going to pick up that whole bundle and I'm just going to staple it there and staple it there. And then that whole cluster is all together. And you could sort of do this in advance. You could, we haven't got any cheesecloth on that one. You could just sit and make clusters and then you've got them then for future projects as well. So I love doing that sort of thing. I have learnt to kind of prep my work, and that way it's not when I want to create a project, I've got all my sort of stuff already to go. So I'll do something like that, and then I'm going to put that one straight over the top. So I'll lift all that up, and I'm just going to staple it together. And then I'm going to do the same with this one, and that just saves a whole lot of gluing. And I don't even mind if you see it, it just gives you that metal element. Alright, so there's our clusters. Then what I want to do is I'm going to bring the stamp set in, because in this stamp set there's these little textured stamps, and they're quite nice. They leave a nice impression. So I didn't grab a stamp block, so just excuse me a minute. Alright, so I just need a small one. So I'm just going to grab out those two there. So I've got this one first. Now I hope my ink is nice and bright. I am running real low on ink. So yeah, let's hope we get a good colour. So I'll just put these away for the minute. Lay these back out in my order. And then I'm just going to use the stamps, and I'm just going to stamp just over the cluster. And I like this little stamp because it just gives those little dotty areas, and I think that's really cute. I'm going to do that on all of them. Lift that up a bit, just to create again some background interest. And again, the same on this small one here. Right, so that's those. And then there's another little like coffee splat, a little coffee splat stamp. So I'm going to again use that and just stamp that off in places. Just that sort of thing, and then again the same with this bigger one. All right, so that's just a bit of background texture on those. Now, put that there, bring our tags back in. And this one goes here. And then that one goes on the bigger one. All right, so I like that. It's just a whole mismatch of bits and pieces. Now I love this one, and I really like his sort of face to be the circle to be the background for his face. So I'm going to sort of just off center him a little bit. This little guy, I really think he's very sweet, so we'll just sort of pop him there and maybe work out something to hang from his hand. And then just, yeah, I love these three guys, so we'll just kind of put them there like that. Very, very easy. I have already sewn around my tags, but that's optional. You don't have to sew around anything if you don't want to. So I am pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to pop a bit of ink around my paper dolls, just to give those edges nice and defined. That's him. Actually, I just want to try, I like that, I love those gentlemen, but I just think I might try something just to see. I've got a couple more, I thought I did. A couple more cut out here that maybe I might think of better. Alright, well, just because they just seem to take up a lot of that space. So he's quite clever. I like him. Well, these ones are nice too, the ones that sort of sit. Oh, I do like that. I love him to be sort of sitting. So I might change my mind there on that one, and that way you get to see more of the background too. And I'll save the three gentlemen for something else. Again, just quickly inking around. Yeah, I like him better. All right, so now we're just going to stick everything down. I think I'll just use art glitter glue. Although this was giving me a bit of trouble yesterday, but we'll see how we go. So again, I'm just going to pick up that cluster and I'm just simply going to put glue down on the back. It will have a floating feel to the whole cluster, which is what I wanted. So because I'm not going to stick everything down real tight, so I'll just bring that around and sort of just place it down somewhere in the middle kind of thing like that. And then this gentleman, we're just going to pop, as I said, sort of offset him just a bit like that, offset him to the circle. So again, just a bit of glue. Put him down about there. And we'll do the same with this one. And our man. Sitting there. And then this little guy here. Again, we'll just stick that cluster down in place. About like that, and then pop our man over the top. All right, so that is that done, and now we're just going to do a little bit of decorating. So what I'm going to use again, the stamps from the postage or postcard set, and I've just got some coffee stained paper. So what I want to do is, in this stamp set, there's a whole lot of these little rounds and little postmarks and things, and they're really cute. So I'm going to take some of those. So I like this guy, and I'm probably going to do them all very similar. So I'm just going to stamp them onto here, and we've got 3 tags, so I'm going to do 3 of everything. So I like that one. I love this round. It's a little what is it, airmail stamp. Like that. This one here is cute too. It says post office. Three like that, and there was one more. One more that I thought was cute. The New York, yeah, the New York stamp. I like that too. Alright, so that is the stamps. As I said, my ink is not the greatest, but anyway, it's faint, but it's there. Alright, so I'll put the stamp set away. And then I'm just going to, well, I say quickly, but it's never quick because I'm not a quick fussy cutter. But I'm going to cut out these stamps. That's one. And then I'll cut out these ones. And now this is my bit of my nemesis, trying to cut rounds, but you know, just bear with me guys, and I'm sorry if I go quiet because I'm just concentrating. And look, they don't have to be perfect anyway. That's two, and then the last one here. And then we've got these tinier rounds. One. And the third one. All right, so that is all my stamps, and then I'm just going to basically embellish my tags with these stamps. I've got some numbers there we might use. So this one here, I sort of thought, well, he could be kind of hanging on to that says arrival approved. We could put the same sort of just again layer up the images or the little stamps just around our ticket. Around our tag, sorry. So we could put something like that there. We could do again, just layering up like that. And I just want to sort of, that's very cut across there for me, so I just want to kind of build up my stamps there. And then we've got the rounds, making sure they're the right way up, just to add a bit of interest. Put that one there, and sort of there like that. And then we've got these tiny little ones which say post office. Oh, I think post office. So yeah, just that sort of thing I'm going to do. Kind of thing like that. All right, so I'm not going to fiddle with ink. I'm just going to start to stick these down. So I want that sort of under his hand a bit, like about there, kind of sort of straight. That one there. That one there. Oh. And the little one here. Making making sure it's up the right way. Have you ever done that? Have you ever stamped something and then realised, oh, it's not the right way up? I do it all the time. Alright, so again, we'll just fiddle with these. And we'll put, oh, that's where he fell, that's where he'll stay. And then that one sort of there. And then airmail. Oh, my fingers are sticky. And then the tiny post office one. One, two, and then our last one. And then the tiny one. Okay, oh, I like those, they look cool. And now I'm just going to, I've got some numbers here. These are just from different printable kits that I've got here at home. So I might just cut, I love this number 8. And I'll just see if I can work that into it somewhere. Something like that. And then these ones here. And we could put, maybe we could put that one sort of somewhere there like that. I hope I'm in camera. And then on this big one, this 31 is cool. And yeah, I've just got to cut a bit more white off there. And maybe something like that, just to bring in another element. Alright, now these ones I will ink because they're on white paper. Alright, and we'll pop these down. Like that. And then just to add just something else, I've got these black acrylic, I don't know what you call them. They're black acrylic dot. And I'm just going to, I don't know, pop them around somewhere just to sort of give it another element. Something like that. I'll put one there. And then on this guy, I'll put one down here and maybe one over here on his sleeve. Just something like that, just to give it just another little element. Oh, they are fiddly for me. Put that one there. Oh, see, very fiddly. That one there. And then this one over here on his arm. Just like that. Okay, so there you have it. That's just some clusters to add to future projects, whatever those projects might be. I don't know yet. But yeah, using some products from Globleland. The grid stencils, the postcard stamp, and also the specimen slide die cut. But I will link all of those products below in the description box. Don't forget the 10% off your total order at Globleland. I will put that discount code down below in the description box. But yeah, just a bit of fun, and I love to do clusters, so they turned out quite well. We've got that one, and then we've got our last little man. And so they will work really well in an ephemera bundle that I'm sort of doing at the moment. All right, everyone. Just before I go, I just want to make you aware, if you do shop over on the Globleland website, a very, very easy page to navigate. Lots and lots of products, so really, really worthwhile having a look if you are a paper crafter or a junk journaler. But on the top of the taskbar on the website, just look for a little drop-down menu of countries, and then if you're like me and you live in Australia, click Australia, and then that will change the pricing to that country's price codes. So that's just my little bit of advice there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, just some clusters, layers onto tags using products from Globleland. Yeah, please enjoy your day, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.